Morning, everybody. It is February 10th, 2023. We look at today's watches and warnings, and no concerns locally. Some flood warnings along some of the rivers in Arkansas, Missouri, and Tennessee, but nothing else of interest. Today's almanac, let's pick Cape Girardeau. High today expected to be 43, low tonight 33. And you can see it's a -4 departure from normal highs for this time of year, and it's a little warmer than normal at night. We take a look at the 30-day departure. What a change from a few months ago. We were above average in that green strip, and look at what happened over the last couple of days, most of that in 24 hours. 1, 2, 3, even 4 inches of rain fell across portions of the region. Now, not all of us received that, but a big stripe did. And let's look at the 30-day accumulated precipitation thus far. What a difference from the drought we were experiencing just a few months ago. Look at all of that rain, even some strips of 9+ inches. We take a look this morning at the national weather map, and we see a few disturbances. Here's the system that moved through our region yesterday. It wound up in Missouri and Illinois, rapidly deepening low as it moved into the Great Lakes. It caused those very tight isobars across our region. Isobars are equal lines of pressure. You noticed your barometer jumped rapidly yesterday. That's why we had high winds all day long, widespread wind damage across parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky, even higher winds outside of our region. We had scattered damage locally. Here's that system pulling into Canada with snow and rain even on the backside. For February, this should have been a very large winter storm, but it really wasn't. It dropped a little bit of snow across portions of Iowa into the Great Lakes, but nothing like you would normally expect. Of course, there's been nothing normal about this winter. We see some clouds over our northern counties this morning and some clouds to our south. This is the system that we were watching a few days ago that might have brought us some rain or rain-snow mix today, but it just is going to be too far to the south. Now, this system over the southeast will wind up considerably over the next 12 to 18 hours and may even spread snow into southeast Kentucky tomorrow and tomorrow night. That's going to be a winter storm off to our east. We may be clipped by it in Todd and Christian County with some rain or rain-snow mix tomorrow and tomorrow evening. Not expecting anything much, and the chance is like 10 or 20%, not much. It will keep an eye on some systems coming in on the west coast next week that should bring us more heavy rain and maybe even some thunderstorms. We zoom in a little bit to our local area, and this is the water vapor loop, so we're actually looking at moisture, and you can see drier air over our local area with some moisture to our north, some moisture to our south. That will bring some clouds over our northern counties today, a few clouds elsewhere. Sometimes in the winter months, I've told you before, clouds can be hard to shake. They just don't want to mix out, and that can cause problems with the forecast, of course. We'll see how it goes. I am expecting some sunshine Saturday and Sunday. We'll watch that system to our south Saturday as it may spread some clouds over at least Kentucky. And hopefully, though, we'll have some sunshine. Highs Saturday in the 40s, highs by Sunday in the 50s. If we can get sun on Sunday, that's going to feel great. Temperatures in the 50s. I do have some concerns in the longer range forecast. Let's look at the EC model. This is the European model. It's the favored one at this time. And you're looking at dew points. Remember what I've always told you, if we have dew points in the 60s during the winter months, that's a concern for severe weather. This purple area, those are very high dew points. In the blue zone, that's pretty much the 60s. And what I want you to watch is what happens next week. We don't have any weather concerns over the next few days, so let's all enjoy those. But watch what happens as we move into next week as one storm system approaches on Tuesday and pulls moisture northward. This is a significant pull of higher dew points along the Gulf of Mexico, which has been the theme of the winter. And you can see where it pulls northward, an area of low pressure. Low pressure rotates counterclockwise, pulls moisture rapidly northward up the Mississippi Delta because it's flat. And I don't expect severe weather on Tuesday with that system. But unfortunately, what happens is that may prime the pump for a second system that rapidly comes in behind it. I always call these primers because the first system comes in and pumps it, primes the pump with higher dew points. And then the cold front never really settles southward. And the next system comes in and can pull even higher dew points northward. And that's what the models are showing as we move into Wednesday night and Thursday, is this deeper area of moisture. Notice that the 60s approach our region. This is a wide warm sector. I have concerns about severe weather next Wednesday night, Thursday, and Thursday night across somewhere from the Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley, to the Mississippi Valley, to the Gulf of Mexico. We'll just have to see where the storm tracks. If the low tracks to our north, that places us on the warm sector side. If it passes to our south, we would be on the snow side. For now, it looks like we're going to be in the warm sector with a chance of showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night and Thursday. Let's move over to Futurecast radar. So once again, we don't have any weather concerns over the next few days. We have that system to our southeast that could just barely clip Todd and Christian County tomorrow, Saturday night, with a rain shower, snow shower. But for now, this system could have been a big snowstorm for our region, but it's just going to be too far to our south. We've been watching it all week. That one pulls away, and then again, no weather concerns on Sunday or Monday. And then here comes that Tuesday rainmaker with a chance of showers, not really expecting thunderstorms, and maybe a quarter of an inch to half an inch of rain on top of what we recently had. But then there comes that second system. Heavy snow, perhaps a blizzard in Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa. We'll see. The area low pressure already deep in southeast Kansas, 995 millibars. That's pretty impressive. Cold front extends out here to the Gulf of Mexico. Showers, heavy rain in our region as we move into Wednesday night and Thursday, maybe Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night and Thursday. I'll have to watch the Wednesday forecast. For now, I left it dry with rain chances increasing Wednesday night. It is possible that we have to increase rain chances as early as Wednesday afternoon and then increase them even higher Wednesday night and Thursday. But that's an aspect I'll have to watch. And then as we move through time, the low deepens into the 980s as it moves into Indiana. Again, look at those tight isobars, just like our recent system. This would be a blizzard over parts of northern Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Missouri, with a band of heavy showers and thunderstorms extending out in front of the system. And then it pulls away from our region again with very windy conditions Wednesday and Thursday. Let me back up a few hours here. Here we are at about 6 a.m. on Thursday morning, 992 millibar low over St. Louis. That would put us in the warm sector where some severe weather could occur. It's a bit early to talk about severe weather. We're 6 or 7 days out. However, the Storm Prediction Center has already outlined portions of the region in the Southlands 2 days in a row next week, Wednesday and Thursday, for severe weather. So it's not too early to mention it, but a lot of things can change, and for severe weather to occur, everything has to come together just right, same as a snow event. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's be weather aware over the coming days. I'll be sending out products and bulletins and information all the way into next week, and we'll start to have a heads up on this probably Sunday and Monday, and then we'll either ramp up or ramp down as we move into Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully this doesn't pan out as shown, because the wind energy with this is quite impressive. As a matter of fact, let me show you the 850 millibar low-level jet with this. And the low-level jet's about 5,000 feet up for the 850 millibar wind fields. And 850 millibars, when we start see them getting into the 60, 70, 80, 90 knot range, we have concerns. And that happens as we move into next Wednesday night and Thursday. And let me pull up the cursor readout here. And this is showing 67, 66, somewhere between 60 and 70 knot winds right over southern Illinois, West Kentucky, and northwest Tennessee. That's concerning. That would produce some threat of potentially severe weather. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on next week. Let's not worry too much about it yet, but let's be weather aware, and let's start, planning for some active weather as we move into next week. Also, heavy rain's a concern on top of the 1 to 4 inches that just fell over about 75% of the region. We don't need more heavy rain. Now, I do realize that our eastern counties didn't receive nearly as much rain as Missouri, Illinois, and far west Kentucky, but we don't really need any more heavy rain in the river basin either, Tennessee and Ohio Valley. If these systems continue like this, we're going to have river flooding. Okay, I'll be watching it over the coming days. You have a good weekend, and I'll be on top of it.